Hi everyone and welcome once again to NJPW Extra. I'm Chris Charlton right here in the NJPW Event Center where we've got a lot to get to this week. Some updates on World Tag League and Best of the Super Juniors as the December 15th finals approach. We have big news for NJPW of America in 2022 and a huge featured match. For the first time ever, Red Death Daniel Garcia takes on Switchblade Jay White one-on-one. That, your featured match coming up this week. But first, let's look at what's happening in NJPW around the world this week. Starting in Japan, where World Tag League is continuing apace, Tetsuya Naito and Sanada starting the week the only undefeated team after their win over Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale in Togane Chiba. A night that also saw Yuji Nagata and Tiger Mask finally get on the scoreboard in Nagata's hometown. Now as we get into the last week of league action, a lot of teams all in the hunt. This week where action will take us to Okayama, where Sanada and Naito will be facing GOD in the main event, Ehime, where Chaos's Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto will be facing Hinari and Okan, and Hiroshima's Green Arena, where Hinari and Okan will be facing Tamatonga and Tangaloa. Meanwhile, in Best of the Super Juniors, Show started the week 3 points clear at the top of the table after yet another tainted victory against Master Wato, throwing a literal wrench in the works of Best of the Super Juniors. Who can stop the murder machine, who only has one blemish at the hands of Yoshinobu Kanemaru? This week, Ehime will see Hiromu Takahashi have a rematch against Doki from earlier in the summer, and Hyogo will see an intriguing matchup between El Desperado and El Fantasmo. El Fantasmo and Taiji Ishimori have both made it clear that the junior heavyweight division shouldn't just be about the IWGP junior heavyweight champion and his time-bomb rival. And Fantasmo, having put away Hiromu in the main event in Korakuen Hall on November 29th, had ominous words not just for the junior heavyweight division, but for the rest of Bullet Club. As World Tag League and Best of the Super Juniors gets on the road to the December the 15th final live and in English from Ryogoku Sumo Hall, Jay White himself was in action on NJPW Strong this week, teaming with Hikuleo against Alex Zane and Yuya Uemura in our main event. Uemura was hot-tempered as ever, stopping Jay White from the customary Bullet Club 2 sweep and took down the Switchblade with an arm drag, but would be separated in the Bullet Club corner until a dropkick saw a tag to Alex Zane. Zane was innovative on offense as ever, but Hikuleo would rock him with a massive lariat. After Uemura took a Blade Runner, Zane flew in with a spectacular Frankensteiner, but Hikuleo would catch Alex with a massive chokeslam and then the Tongan Driller to pick up the victory. This was episode 69 of NJPW Strong, but newcomer Lucas Riley had anything other than a nice time as he stepped to the gigantic JONAH, making his NJPW debut. The Gravity Renegade did what he could, but there was literally too much of JONAH. A crunching lariat, a big backdrop suplex, a senton, and then a massive splash from the top gave JONAH victory, but he might have a harder time with David Finlay. Finlay wanting revenge from Battle in the Valley and attacking JONAH after the bell. Those two will collide at Nemesis in the Vermont Hollywood December 9th. Also this week on Strong, Adrian Quest would team up with Leo Rush against Mysterioso and Bateman with a spectacular start to the Detonation Tour. The Stray Dog Army would use their power to some effect against Rush and Quest, but in the end, a Hurricanrana from Quest, a Rush out from Leo Rush, and then a Phoenix Splash would seal the deal to get Strong kicked off. And then Alex Coughlin faced off with Josh Barnett in the MMA Legends' first match in an NJPW ring for well over 17 years. Barnett and Coughlin have a teacher-student relationship, but the War Master was not going to go easy on his student tonight. Alex Coughlin showed just how far he came, matching hold for hold, strike for strike, and arguably beating Barnett when it came to power, deadlifting the War Master for rolling gut-wrench suplexes and landing a massive lariat for two. But in the end, Josh Barnett would hit a German for a near fall and then find a heel hook for a submission victory, but still indicating afterwards that to his mind, Coughlin was more than ready for the big time. So some great action coming around the world this week. I, for one, cannot wait for December the 15th, Ryogoku Sumo Hall World Tag League and Best of the Super Junior Finals live and in English on NJPWWorld.com. Meanwhile, fans in Hollywood, California can look forward to Nemesis tapings this Thursday, December the 9th, a stacked lineup. Standing room only in the Vermont, so make sure you head to NJPW1972.com and get those last spots. Now, if you're further north, in Seattle, we have news for you because we're gonna hit the Washington Hall on January the 15th for New Beginning USA 2022. Check NJPW1972.com for more information. JONAH's gonna be there, Jay White's gonna be there, Tom Lawler's gonna be there, El Phantasmo will be there. Will you be there? Tickets are on sale right now. And I just mentioned Jay White, and that brings us to our featured match this week. The Switchblade versus Red Death for the first time. Jay White versus Daniel Garcia. That coming up right now. Let's head to ringside. Matt Raywald, Alex Kozlov calling the action.
4 years in the business, only 23 years old, and already impressing people all over the country, all over the world, but he will have a tall mountain to climb here as he faces the leader of the Bullet Club in the Switchblade, Jay White.
There he is, the current never openweight champion, a man that has beaten the best of them all, the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, to get that belt. And we should just thank him for the house. This is a man that single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden. Sells out arenas everywhere he goes. Single-handedly. It's well documented.
Nobody has ever single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden.
It's well documented.
Is it? Get me the documents.
Wikipedia. He is also the first Grand Slam champion, winning the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. He's a former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, former IWGP US Heavyweight Champion, and the current Never Openweight Champion. The man has accomplished everything that there is.
So, I mean, what kind of detergent does he use in his laundry? I assume you do it for him. So, I mean, look, is he a fabric softener guy or no? Dryer sheets?
I know that you're a little bit jealous. So how can you not be? I mean, when you look at greatness, such as Jay White, I mean, when you're looking at greatness such as that, I mean, it's hard not to get jealous.
Look, there's
admit it.
There's nobody doubting the talent, the resume of Jay White, an absolutely once-in-a-lifetime competitor. You're not going to get any argument from me.
I'm sorry that he's better than you. I'm sorry.
Wow. I haven't had the pleasure yet. But right now, it's Daniel Garcia getting that pleasure to step toe-to-toe with Jay White, with the never openweight champion.
It's a tall order. For 4 years in the business, is he ready for somebody like a Jay White?
He's going to find out tonight. The only way you can find out if you're ready for a challenge is to step up to it face first, which he's doing. He's taking that center of the ring. Much credit to Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia, a little over-enthused here. He doesn't realize that Jay White, he's a master of getting into your head. He's very methodical. He knows how to pick the right moments and attack lethally.
Lethally, just like that, picked his shot. Like I said, the resume of Jay White speaks for itself. You know he's going to command a lot of this matchup. He is the veteran here compared with the young Daniel Garcia. But Daniel Garcia is turning a lot of heads too. Now, just recently was name dropped in an interview by the legend himself. I call him a legend. He's a great guy. The Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, mentioned Daniel Garcia as someone he would love to wrestle, someone he could even potentially learn a lot from as a young man in this business. And so that's high praise if you ask me.
There's no doubt that Daniel Garcia has a bright future.
Ooh.
But crossing paths with Jay White this early in his career,
I think it's nothing but good. Win, lose, or draw, this will be an incredible experience for Daniel Garcia. He's going to learn something. All right? I'm trying to be nice here. You have to admit that no matter what the outcome of this contest, being in the ring with someone the caliber of Jay White is a lesson in and of itself. Would you agree?
it's a invaluable experience to wrestle one of the greatest. It depends on how you look at your losses. What is your mentality going to be?
Ooh.
How badly is he going to lose when he loses?
Well, Jay White there, you talk about picking the opportunity. Garcia getting very overzealous.
Wow. Daniel Garcia catching Jay White there, booting him off the apron.
He is bringing the aggression to Jay White. That is for absolute sure. Oh, and Jay White paying it back in kind.
Look,
throwing him into the barricade.
Jay White is also very dangerous. Will Daniel Garcia have a career after this?
We're going to find out. Oh, another trip into the barricade, leaving Garcia on the ground.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Garcia now
totally exposed to the, when you look at Jay White and his experience, you can't help but get exposed, absolutely.
I mean, the youth here, we call it in the business, it's green sometimes. You only got a couple years under your belt, need some seasoning. But if there's one matchup that's going to give that seasoning to someone like Daniel Garcia, it is. It's a contest with someone like Jay White.
He's going to get peppered tonight.
But it's wild. Garcia, often known for a lot of the technical aspects of his wrestling. Into the cover, here goes Jay White. But started this match off, you pointed it out, very aggressively, getting in the face of the switchblade.
Well, he is known for his intensity. But because of his lack of experience, maybe he jumped the gun a little bit. Maybe he should have been a little bit more cautious. And now Jay White with a vicious single leg crab here in the middle of that ring. And look at those guns. My God, have you seen them? I mean, what a bicep curl there.
It's a single bicep pose. It's not a curl. A curl requires a weight there.
Well, he curled his bicep.
Whatever you say. And now looking to once again punish the young man Garcia.
Oh my God.
That slingshot right into the road, across the throat of Daniel Garcia. Into the cover goes Jay White again, and a kick out. And look at that. Daniel Garcia still showing. He's trying to show Jay White, show the switchblade, show King Switch, and he ain't afraid. He ain't intimidated.
Do you really want to get Jay White angry?
Probably not, but he's willing to do it anyway, which, if nothing else, shows gusto, shows moxie, shows guts.
Well, look at that tight headlock he's got. Garcia trying to hold on there, create a little space to be able to breathe.
Trying to pry the arms of Jay White off and fighting back.
As Daniel Garcia tried to get out of that, Jay White
cover.
Quickly dropping him with that neck breaker. Taking his time.
The cover again, just trying to hold him down here.
And every time.
Cover him again.
Every time you pin your opponent.
Again.
Every time you kick out of a pin, it takes wind out of you. You get more and more wind, and this is the tactic here with Jay White.
Oh, over and over and over again. And you know what? Alex, you're absolutely right. Both you and I, we've been through wrestling training. I'm sure you've done it. You've done those drills where you had to kick out over and over again. It exhausts you. But wow, Daniel Garcia not only kicking out of every one of those, but firing back at Jay White as well.
Oh, Garcia returning a slap of his own. I'm not sure if he's conserving his energy very well.
But it seems like he has an endless supply of it. He stomps a mud hole straight into the face of the switchblade.
Real fiery is Daniel Garcia, taking the fight to Jay White.
Living up to that name of Red Death, Daniel Garcia bringing the fight. And now latching on to Jay. He's got that overhead choke.
He's got him in that front face lock, and he's got it in deep with the legs around the waist of Jay White. Will Jay be able to get out of it? He's trying to create space, pulling on that arm. And
But he's got the strength here as he floats
Oh,
him
man!
over into almost like a sleeper hold here from Garcia.
That is not a good position to be in. He's got that real tight.
Got his legs wrapped around as well. So he's not only the throat of Jay White, but the lungs, the ribs.
Very hard to breathe in that position. Jay White trying to get him off of him by slamming him into that corner.
His only means necessary. If you can't breathe, it makes it very difficult to fight.
Oh, and look at the tenacity. How determined is Daniel Garcia, but Jay White drops him.
Relentless is Daniel Garcia, but Jay White with that spinning suplex into the cover. Garcia still kicks out.
Oh man, Jay White took some on that. And he needs a little time to recuperate from that himself.
Yeah, again, that wind is still coming back to Jay White.
He's got it.
Starting to look maybe just a little. I'm just a little bit frustrated with how much fight Daniel Garcia is bringing. You think maybe Jay White, you know, the other thing we have to think about too is maybe Jay White's a little distracted.
Oh.
There's been, you know, some issues with the Bullet Club over in Japan. Decisions happening without his, call. Could be affecting his day-to-day.
Brothers get into disagreements. It's normal. Oh my God.
Into the cover goes Garcia. And so close to pinning the never open weight champion.
There's no doubt that it is a big responsibility when you are the leader of the most dominant group in wrestling history, the Bullet Club. But Jay White has taken that on his shoulders, and he's done a phenomenal job. And now he's trying to fend off here a very fiery Daniel Garcia.
Well, regardless, I'm sure he has a lot in his mind as Garcia rolls through here.
Oh, wow.
Floating
My
over
God.
right in. Oh, my goodness.
And that is tight.
Sharpshooter situation here. Jay White in the middle of the ring. Got a long way to crawl if he wants to get to that bottom rope. He is in agony right now. It's Daniel Garcia.
Holding on here, but Jay White able to get to the rope. Man, I gotta say, Daniel Garcia is showing a lot of guts here.
He absolutely is. But guts don't always get the job done, but it has kept him in this fight. And he just can't get frustrated now. I know how badly he wants to put away Jay White. What an impressive victory that would be for somebody who's had a great star rise so far in this industry.
Can you imagine a win over Jay White, what that would do for his career? Going for that sharpshooter, but Jay White.
Jay White rolling through. Could be right into the... No, going for that Blade Runner, but that's absolutely... Garcia keeps fighting.
Man.
Boots, strikes.
Oh my God! Sleeper suplex, dropping Daniel Garcia on his head.
And the glassy look in Jay's eyes, a little bit of anger. Again, a little bit of frustration that young Daniel Garcia's even put up this much fight. But looks very determined to put this one away and looks set up the Blade Runner, and there it is.
What a battle. What a fight Daniel Garcia put up. But look, Jay White, at the end of the day, Jay White gets the job done, as he always does.
Jay White has obviously been on the run of a lifetime as of late. He's taken on a lot of challengers. Again, I can't overstate it enough. There is no one, including me, who will speak against the record, against the talent of that man right there.
Thank you, Jay White. Thank you,
Okay.
for this house tonight. What a treat.
The entire New Japan Strong roster contributes to this show in every regard, including people like young Daniel Garcia, who had a very impressive performance here tonight. I'm sure it's not the last we'll see of him. I hope it's not the last we'll ever see these two lock it up either.
Man, I know you're jealous. I mean, if you want to get in the ring with the best, go ahead. You will understand what
I'd
greatness...
be happy to.
You will understand what greatness is all about.
But tonight, it is the never open weight champion who stands tall, and as per usual, he's got a couple words, a couple things on his mind.
Oh, I love it when he gets the mic.
Oh, maybe not.
You know what? The fans here in attendance probably didn't deserve it. That is the only reason he didn't speak. They don't deserve to hear the great speak.
A great match and an impressive victory for Switchblade Jay White after being pushed hard by a very game Daniel Garcia. Let's stay with the Bullet Club theme on next week's featured match, as Hikuleo will be taking on Kevin Knight in action from Philadelphia. With those shoes and that dropkick, does Kevin Knight have enough to put a dent in Bullet Club's young gun? We're gonna find out right here on Extra. Can't wait to see you then. Until next time, Gokigenyo, sayonara.